If the entire world shrank into a tiny village of just 100 people, who would we be? What would we own? What would we lack? And what would we owe each other? Imagine every language, every color of skin, every faith and doubt and dream gathered on one small hill. In that village, the numbers are simple, but the message is not. Walk with me through the square and take a look. Out of 100 people, 57 come from Asia, 21 from Europe, 14 from the Americas, and 8 from Africa. 52 are women, and 48 are men. 30 would be considered white, 70 people of color. 89 are heterosexual, 11 are queer. Some were born into safety, some were born into storms. We stand shoulder to shoulder, different in detail, alike in need. We laugh in the same language, and we cry in the same language too. Now look at what we have. 6 people hold 59% of all the wealth, and each of those 6 lives on the same paved street. 80 live in fragile shelters, tin roofs, thin walls, doors that don't quite close. 70 cannot read the notice board in the square. 50 go to bed hungry more nights than not. 1 is taking their final breath. 1 is taking their very first. In a corner house, just 1 person owns a computer. It glows in the dark like a lighthouse. Most of the village has never touched that light. Step away from the square for a moment and look at your own room. If you have food in your kitchen, clothes for the week, a roof that keeps out the rain, and a bed that keeps out the cold, you are richer than 75 of the villagers. If you have money in a bank account, a few bills in your wallet, maybe even spare change on your desk, you stand among the 8 wealthiest. If you woke up healthy this morning, you carry a gift that millions are begging for. If you have never tasted war, never slept in a cell, never starved through a season, you carry a peace hundreds of millions are still searching for. If you can pray in public, doubt in private, and speak your mind without fear, you breathe a freedom billions do not. And if your parents are alive and side by side, you hold a quiet treasure many would trade anything to touch. If you can lift your head and smile, even on a tired day, you are already practicing a kind of wealth the village cannot count. Why turn the world into 100? Because small numbers fit in the hand and the heart. When we scale the planet down, the figures grow faces. You begin to see the woman who walks 2 hours for water, the boy who teaches his grandmother to write her name, the girl who learns to code by candlelight, the man who works 3 jobs and still shares his bread. These are not statistics. They are neighbors. The lesson is not to feel guilty for what you have. The lesson is to feel responsible for how you use it. Gratitude doesn't slow us down. It steadies our feet so we can move with purpose. Generosity doesn't empty us. It turns what we have into something that keeps moving from hand to hand, life to life. So here's a gentle challenge. Let gratitude be your first reaction to ordinary things. A full plate, a warm shower, a quiet room. Let generosity be your second reaction. A meal left at someone's door, a book given, a skill taught, a hand extended across a difference. No one can help all 100, but each of us can change the day for 1. If the world were just 100 people, what part would you choose to play? The one who counts their blessings in silence, or the one who counts them and passes them on? If this little village has taught us anything, it's that true wealth isn't measured only in coins and keys. It's measured in how open our eyes are, how soft our hands are, and how wide our hearts can learn to be.